You're gonna rip my yoga pants, but that's okay. 'Cause your affection means more than a pair of yoga pants. Oh, hey, pretty lady. Thank you. Hey, Cake Nistas, it's Jaguar. I'm realizing that turning cake into foods is my thing within my thing. It all started with cooking, right? Started the channel, actually got somewhat decent in my cakery. Next thing I know, I can actually turn cake into foods. This is my thing within my thing within my thing. I made a waffle cake and fried chicken. I'm doing chicken and waffles. And it's all sugar, it's all sweet. It'll spike your blood sugar like nothing else in this world. I'm actually going to try to make a prank video out of this. I want to prank my brother-in-law with this cake. He loves chicken and waffles. If you haven't done so yet, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why you haven't subscribed if you haven't. If you've subscribed, this dance is for you. Also press on the notification bell so that you get notified on all this goodness that I've got coming up. Let's get started. Pew! First off, we're gonna make our fried chicken. I'm going to make Rice Krispie treats, and I'm gonna use a combination of Rice Krispie cereal and my favorite Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal because I want it to look like it's got big, crispy flakes of fried goodness. So I just added a few jumbo marshmallows. I didn't even really measure this. I'm just going by the consistency, and we pretty much all know what pieces of chicken look like. So I made a leg, which is crazy easy to make. The chicken breast is also super easy to make. I was gonna make a thigh, but it just looks like a square, so I figured I would leave the thigh out and just do a wing, and that would be pretty much all that I needed. So this looks good as it is. We're gonna put these aside so that they can harden up. Confession, I am not eating sugar, right? Or carbs. For me to use my favorite Cinnamon Toast Crunch in this chicken, I've been getting so close to it and just smelling it because just the cinnamon, this is like, whoa. Now to give our Rice Krispie treats this beautiful, I was just deep fried and I'm ready to eat golden look. I'm gonna take some brown gel dye and a little bit of water, and I just mix it in a cup, and then I put that in my airbrush machine. If you don't have an airbrush machine, just dip some paper towel into that gel dye mixture and then just dab it onto the chicken. You can also use a paintbrush as well. The whole point is to transfer the color over to make it look like it was just pulled out of the deep fryer. Once it's airbrushed, this comes to life. I can no longer call it Rice Krispie treat. I have to call it chicken. This is now fried chicken. And even those little bits of Cinnamon Toast Crunch that I added in there really gives that realistic look. Like it's just big pieces of skin that was fried. So now we're going to move on to the waffle. Now this is just a 6-inch cake. I'm just going to level it off a little bit because waffles generally are very flat on top. And then I'm going to make a guideline for myself, just a grid in the center of the cake. And then I have some buttercream in a round piping tip. And I'm going to pipe my grids, my waffle grids, onto the cake. I am piping about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch away from those lines that I made with the knife because we're going to leave that completely bare. This is going to be like the style of a Belgian waffle. So you're going to make your grid as you would see on a waffle, and then also go around the cake to make that little flat piece, because you know how when you make your waffles the batter kind of spreads outward a little bit. Yeah, so we have to make this look as realistic as possible, especially if I'm going to use this as a prank. So once my cake is completely frosted, it has to be rock solid for us to move on. So I put it in the freezer for about 20 to 25 minutes, or until my buttercream was completely hard. Now I made some marshmallow fondant. I colored it a very pale yellow, about the same color as the frosting. And once my buttercream is hard, I can drape my fondant over the cake and then just mold the fondant to the cake in all of those indentations that I made. I'm using Fondant Tools to go in between all of the crevices of the frosting. At this point, you just want to take your time and make sure that all of the holes are a nice square shape and that the lines are as even as possible. And you might find that there will be little holes from pushing down the fondant within each of the squares, but don't worry, we'll fix that later on. So now, as you can see, I'm going to go around the edge of the cake. I'm going to fold the fondant under the cake a little bit, and then I'm going to also crimp the edges, that very side of the cake where I put that strip of buttercream. I'm going to crimp and pinch that and really make it pronounced. So now we get to the part where we are going to cook our waffle without cooking it. In an airbrush machine, I have a little bit of brown gel dye and water. So I'm starting in the center because waffles generally tend to be darker in the center, and then I'm working my way to the outside, making sure that the outside of the waffle is a little bit lighter than the middle, which usually has more time to cook, so naturally it's darker. When I go around the sides of the waffle, I'm going to make sure to kind of leave out that crimped part, because the crimped edge does not brown as much as the inner part of the waffle does. It never really gets completely browned. And this is when paying attention to your food and staring at your food comes in handy, which I do a lot. I have another 6-inch cake. I'm going to do the exact same process, and then I'm going to refrigerate it. This cake may look a little bit familiar to you guys. You may recognize it is a recycled couture cake, if you will. It was just a cake that I used in a previous video. Yeah, that was my blind cake decorating challenge. That was a hilarious video. Same process as the cake before. I'm going to cover it in fondant, and for this one I have a really good strong cake board that I made, so you're actually going to see me just slicing that fondant away from the bottom, and then once again using Fondant Tools to go in between all of the crevices and the indentations, all of the nooks and the crannies. Now I can show you how to fix the holes. So we want to make sure that the buttercream that we're using is a pale yellow color, similar to the color of the fondant. So I can actually put a little bit of that frosting into each hole and then use a small spatula or some type of tool to just kind of smear it into the holes. And the holes just completely disappear. When all of that is done, allow your cake to dry if it needs to, and then you can put them together along with a pat of delicious, irresistible fondant butter. And then place your chicken where you see fit. I just took some corn syrup and some more brown gel dye, mixed that together, and poured that over the cake. Best thing about using corn syrup is that it hardens, so you won't have to worry about it continuing to drip down the cake. It'll stay right in place. My mouth is watering. I mean, we are doing close-ups of this chicken and waffles, and I have to say, this is so much better than I thought that it would be. It is unbelievable how realistic this looks, if I do say so myself. I am in love with this cake. Check the description down below for that prank video. It'll be coming soon for April Fool's. Couture and a chicken and waffles cake. Bye guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm like chuckling to myself because I just took pictures with the cake and my stomach is literally growling. So I've got to figure out something soon. I haven't heard my stomach growl in a long time. That thing said And if you love food cakes, check the description because I have so many more. Let me know what your favorite foods are so that I can cake them. Who has the best chicken and waffles? I'll definitely take the trip. If you would like to see my favorite buttermilk fried chicken recipe, I have that over on my OMG Foodie channel. Keto and paleo lifestylers, don't worry, I have fried chicken wings over there for you as well. Head over there, say hello. Go ahead. I'll wait. See you guys in the next video. Bye, cake mistas.